clouds are moving from there to here, between the stars and the moonlight's glare, capturing a glimpse of the light so rare, brightly shining, our hearts declare. Radiant hearts, you shine so bright in the diamond moments of love and light, in the warmth of the love we show, the golden glimpse of our diamonds glow, kindness that we find, our hearts desire, the love we share in the radiant fire.
It didn't complete, but my beautiful ladies, the song, the poem was for you, and I got somebody to sing it for you. So my beautiful viewers on E360, how are you feeling? Ask me how I'm feeling. Thank you for asking. I feel over the moon. I've got amazing Diamond Beauty experts to celebrate, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet my incredible ladies. Throughout, with their help and their love, we inspire almost 1,000 Diamond Beauties Forever ladies in a group. And it's such a privilege to say, my beautiful Diamond Beauties, you are, for me, a blessing. And I love each and every one of you. So I cannot wait for you to meet them, my beautiful viewers. Are you ready? I am ready to introduce them. So my beautiful Dana, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. And then I will tell everyone why I love you so much.
Oh, I love this part. I'm Donna Metter, and I'm residing in Arizona, US of A. In the desert, yes. And I am a woman's dating coach. It was a year and a half after my late husband's passing when I met another Mr. Wonderful. And when somebody turned to me and said, "Girl, how did you find love 2 times in a row?" It was that moment, that exact moment, that I understood that I had a system. I understood this was not by accident. And I have been obsessed ever since in helping others discover how they too can find their true love.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful one. And we had such a beautiful show on Sunday. We did the recording on Sunday as well. Here you are. So my beautiful Donna, I loved you for almost 2 years. Do you know this? I saw your beautiful red hair and I just loved you. I sent a Facebook request. We didn't speak. She didn't speak. I didn't speak. I just saw this beautiful woman with part of her red hair on a couch. And I sent her a message. And then she sent, actual fact, we sent each other a message. She loved the hat and I loved the hair. And then we started to talk that night and we chat. And we just never stopped talking. So you are incredible. Thank you for what you and your husband does, not only on Instagram, but a lot of platforms, and you inspire couples to work on their marriage and to say what you want in a day or in a marriage. I love that. Thank you so much. My beautiful Laura, can you introduce yourself, and then I will tell the viewers out there why I love you.
Yes, well, thank you, Miss Sanet. As always, it is such a pleasure and truly an honor to do anything that Sanet ever asked me to do, because I always know it's going to be a part of just an incredible community that we wouldn't know of one another if it wasn't for her. So thank you, Sanet. I hold you and just so close to my heart. Laura Brennan Ballet. I live here in Connecticut, USA. We got some USA girls here. I am known around the globe as a thought energy expert, and this is really around the idea of quantum sciences, where all things are possible. I am truly obsessed, to follow Donna's lexicon here. I believe everyone should be living a high empowered life. And I've really been moving into this empowered exploration, in order to empower, everyone. So people will take that as, oh, it's egoic or self-centered. No, I think the most important, profound relationship is really with self. And we have to understand what that is, to empower ourselves, because I think then we truly authentically show up to empower one another. So everything and anything I do around mind development and heart and body and consciousness coherence within the science of empowerment through the book and the J3 = E formula, every opportunity to empower myself first and empower others is an absolute privilege in this lifetime. So thank you.
Beautiful.
Wow. I love that. So thank you, my beautiful Laura. I want to tell everyone why I love you. The first time I met you through Portia, a kiss for you, my beautiful Portia. I just loved you. You were this fireball. So in Afrikaans, I'm going to say it in Afrikaans and I will translate it. In Afrikaans, there's a saying, klein borreltjies, groot gif. Small bottles, big poison. But that's a compliment. It's a compliment. It can even be you are small in stature, but can also be a larger person. Yeah. But if there's a fire in that belly, you will tell the same compliment to that person. But it's a beautiful Afrikaans saying, and not a lot of people get that compliment. So it's a very special compliment. So and then we had to dance, we had a few more coffee chats, and then you became one of the co-hosts on Soul Diamond Author's Journey. And we're having shows every Wednesday, and we bring authors to come and tell their story. Donna, you were on that show as well, and how the journey was for them. So thank you so much for all that you are doing to inspire the world. So my beautiful Giovanna, can you please introduce yourself, and then I'm going to show and tell why I love you.
My name is Giovanna Tarderone, and I'm here from New York, USA. I am a life transformational coach, a TV host, and my mission is to really bring out the best in people. Through my own transformation, I know that, and I'll quote from a guest who came on the show last week, and she said, we have gold stored inside of us, gold. And it is, once we discover our gold, it's our job to help other people discover theirs. So Sanet, I appreciate you so immensely, because you helped me to find my gold in so many ways. And I'm forever grateful to you. And this is what we need to do, is give back. And I hope people really, as a life coach, connect with their higher self so they can discover their true purpose. The work that I do is helping people discover why are they here and who are they? Because once you know who you are, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. And so that's kind of what I do. And I love what I do. And I love to see people be happy. And we have it all within us. It's just someone has to show us. So thank you, Sanet.
I love it. So first of all, I love you very much. I spent a few days in New York with you. Not only did you send me home with a new suitcase, you sent me home with some clothing, some makeup. And I didn't have any makeup on today because I overslept. I took a nap, but I think I'm just too tired. But you sent me through with buttons that I love. I use my buttons so many
He's
times.
the one. Giovanna's the one that gave you those buttons?
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm at the book show.
I'm so sorry, my beautiful ones. It's Angel that's trying to phone me now. I just need to cancel a call because I am on the show. Sorry but my beautiful Giovanna, there's a bus. Everybody wants to know, where did I get it? I said, no, we must ask Giovanna from New York. I don't know where she got it. But my paparazzi pen. So ladies, are you ready for paparazzi?
I don't know. I had to be somewhere where I took my kids, maybe Great Adventure or something like that. But I was a teacher, and I had to make class fun. Like if you can't make learning fun, then you're not learning, right? So all the things I gave you was all the things I used in my classroom to make the kids really have a good time learning. So I can see how, just having people connect to the fun side of them, right? We lose all of that when we get older. And if we can get back to that, we can just be happier.
I made a video for Angel and for Natalie while I was sitting there with Giovanna, and I almost laughed so hard that my bum almost fell off. It's an Afrikaans saying that I just translate, but it doesn't come out right. And then Giovanna started to laugh, and she started to cry laughing, and me cry laughing. And then she gave me the buttons. I was so happy for my buttons. So thank you, Giovanna. I love you very much. You inspire me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My beautiful Therese, may you please introduce yourself, and then I will tell everyone why I love you.
Okay, that's what I show up for, that part. So, Miss Donna, I'm a native of Arizona and have the sun damage to prove it, right? We don't have a lot of natives, so we'll have to connect. Yeah, I started my journey as a psychotherapist, and I say, don't let that scare you unless I'm trying to date you. And then it's terrifying. So I was a psychotherapist, and then in 2001, I joined the coaching space, and then I moved into business coaching. But back in those days, we didn't talk about soul and empowerment and energy and goddess and intuition. So I was just the hardcore marketing strategist, business coach. And then along the way, I started sneaking the stuff in. Like, I know mindset. And then I'm like, and I know stuff that I didn't teach me at therapy school. And what I became aware of is that I have this God-given gift of intuition. And so I call myself the intuitive business mentor, because today I blend all three. It was a branding nightmare for a long time. Like, how do I put all these together? But what I do is I have a book called Love-Based Mission, How to Create a Business That Serves Your Soul, because that's who I want to work with. I work with people that this isn't just a cash machine, that literally our businesses are our ministries, they're our missions, they're our purpose on earth. And generally those women have some stuff, right? Like there's some blocks, there's some ancestral things, there's conditioning, whatever it is. And so I help women, I free that for women so they can literally get out and have a business that serves their soul and does all the good work. Yeah. My sister Donna's like, yeah, girl. So we're all the same. We all do the same thing. So that's my story. And tell me the love part. I'm a words of affirmation girl, so all the words that's a good thing.
So my beautiful Therese, I was trying to think who have introduced the two of us, because it was not.
We were on Dina's call. Dina's call. Yeah,
that's right. We are the same. In actual fact, we were in the same book. I went through all the people, and I sent friend requests to everybody in the book. Only a few people came back to me, and you were one of the ones that came back to me. We had the coffee chat, and Bob's your uncle. I think that's also an English saying. I know, but in Afrikaans, that's an English saying. Bob's your uncle. We met, we danced, and we love each other. And then I had the privilege, my beautiful Laura, you are the only one I didn't hug. But for me, on this call today, I've hugged Dana. I've hugged not once, a few times. I have hugged Giovanna, I think the most, because I spent quite a few days with her, and we were in New York together. And Therese, I could not get enough of you. I think I held your hand the whole time you were there.
It was lovely. You have the softest skin. I couldn't believe it.
So thank you so much, my beautiful ladies, for all your inspiration. I am going to ask you all the same question, and then after that same question, we will just delve into what are your sparkles. And you know, my beautiful Giovanna, I love to always think about this. You take the most beautiful lighthouse, and when you open the lighthouse with your key, so your key is your going into your heart inside you, Then you've got a chest full of jewels, gold and diamond. And you have to start working and put all those jewels around you and in your heart and inside of you. And you are busy going up the steps. You are going up the steps. And when you're ready, so that is now show up in front of the lighthouse. Now you step up, you're taking the steps, take the jewel, grow, and work on yourself. And then when you're ready, soul up. You are putting the light out for others to catch and see where their path is. So I love that. That is my thinking the last almost 4 years. And I had to show up, step up, lose the weight before I can soul up. So the last 3 years, I am souling up. So that's my company's motto. Show up for yourself and others. Step up, take the action, and when you're ready, you soul up. And you are so right, Giovanna. When you are there, then you pay it forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
You serve with love, and I love that. Thank you, my beautiful one. So I hope you love the lighthouse with the treasure case and the steps. I hope you love that. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
It's the first time I shared that to somebody. So thank you for allowing me to share that for you, or for all of you, and for you, my beautiful viewers, that you hear. So my beautiful ladies, I am going to ask you, what does belonging mean for you? And how does belonging fit in our amazing Diamond Beauties Forever group? I have heard so many ladies that say they never experience a group like ours. So Donna, if I can start with you, then it will be Laura, Giovanna, and Therese. Thank you.
It's interesting. By nature, we want to belong. And we go through phases. We're kids. We belong to where it is our parents place us, right? And then we go to school. But as we age and mature and gain more wisdom, belonging has an entirely different meaning. We create the belonging. And I'll just share this because I don't know how deep you want to go, but I love to create the life I'm living. My husband and I are co-creating this amazing, fabulous life, focusing on what we want, not what we don't want. And somebody said to me, well, what do you do when negative people come around? I said, I don't do anything. I just be me, and they don't want to be around me, so they leave. It's really quite simple. Stay focused and allow it all to move. We're in a vibrational universe, so I'm going to focus on what I want. And my next door neighbor usually does have a very completely different reality, right? So we're focusing on it. That's community to me. Who am I attracting? Who am I, right? Who am I around? Because it's all about that. So I don't know how deep you want me to go, Sanet, but that's community. And so what you have created in the Diamond group, the Diamond Beauties, is these women, because the people who don't resonate with this amazing vibrational level of love and sharing and giving are going to leave, or maybe they're refocused somewhere else. And of course, I should share with you, my motto is don't give. Just don't give back. Just give. It's really simple. It's amazing what we can accomplish when we don't care who gets the credit. Isn't that the truth? So
I love
that.
Thank you.
I love that.
Laura?
Yeah. So again, I'm going to stay with what's really truly in my heart. Belonging for me is really getting to know myself in this lifetime in a way that I never thought was possible. As Donna was saying, it's not because of what my parents said, school, religion, government, anything. It is really arriving to this place of unity with myself. I have found it the most liberating, most empowering relationship I've yet to have in my life. I truly believe it. And I think without it, we're doing a disservice to one another, because community to me is all about human to human connectivity. And unless I know what that connection truly feels, whether it is God force, universal consciousness, but that really universal energetic knowing without connecting to it first and foremost within for myself, I know that it was less than it could have been all along before. Now my relationships are absolutely just a thing of beauty because I'm showing up fully engaged. And there really is something about, saying just to free yourself from the expectations. You don't answer to anyone. Higher power, possibly. Everyone has a very different belief, but truly, I always say, and this is not a religious moment, it's what would Jesus say, right? What would God say? So if God came down right now, he would have no expectation on any of us. He'd be like, you just shine your beauty. Oh, you're all little diamonds. You're all my little sparkles. You're just magnificent as you are. And I think until we really own that knowledge, then we're just quite shy of our highest and best self. So for me, belonging is belonging to self and then belonging to one another.
I love that. That's amazing. Giovanna,
So, belonging is a new word for me. And it became a new word when I went through my own transformation. Using it in such a sense that, and I am going to bring God, for me it's God. It could be infinite intelligence, the universe, whatever it is for anybody else. But in putting it in really simple terms, think of us being part of a pizza, and where I belong, I am one piece of the pie, right? I'm one of the slice of the pizza. So I belong in this big pie, which is the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And knowing that gives me the freedom within that I'm never alone. Yeah. And bringing it back into your group, the Beauty Diamond group, it's the same thing. We're never alone. There's always you build a community, you build that pizza pie in your community to know that we are a part of that pizza pie. And to feel that and to know that only through giving are we going to receive what we need to experience the best that life has to offer. And this is what this community does. We give freely and expect nothing in return. I know that we're part of this big, yummy pie, right? So I love it. So that's what belonging means to me, is knowing that you are a part of something bigger, much bigger. And until you learn that and you embrace that, is when you become very powerful and you're empowered to do things that you never thought you would do. And trust me, I'm going through it right now. But, it's only then when you really believe in it, not just know it, but believe in it. Yeah. So that's what
powerful.
to me. Thank you.
Powerful. So I don't say mic drop. I say boom shakalaka.
Shakala. Gotta add the shakala.
I'll do this for you.
Boom shakalaka. Oh, I love that, Therese. I love that.
I'm on my nose.
Therese, and for you, my beautiful one.
Wow, y'all stole all the words, but I think I can add something else to that. I feel like there's a sense of I only belong if that group accepts me, or I only belong if that man wants me, or that employer hires me, right? Like that's kind of where a lot of people are stuck. And Laura, you stole my words, girl. To me, the belonging's to yourself.
Yeah.
Because, we look outside, or, oh gosh, if they just want me, if that, we do this a lot. We're patterned. I think women are like, look outside. Then the validation, the sense of self, the identity, the sovereignty is all out here, as opposed to, wait a minute. And let's just share a story. A number of years ago, I went through, those seasons where it's like, okay, God, really? I really can't take much more. Right. And I had, my kid was really sick. I had a surgery, just everything. It was really a hard season. So I let my business kind of, go down a lot. And there was an event I was invited to. Now, I normally would have belonged to the 6-figure business owner club, right? I belong in those rooms. And I basically was in survival with my kids so sick, and I had long COVID and they had surgery. And I had that moment of like, who am I when I show up? Because I was the labels, I was the this, and I was what I contributed, and I was who was helping. And here's a really cool thing. I was like, oh, I'm love. At the core of me is love. I can walk in any room. It doesn't matter the income or the launches I had or didn't have. I can walk in and go, I am love. So I belong anywhere I choose, right? And so it's so really shift, like really look at who am I trying to belong to and why? I know for me, I was kind of addicted to the identity. We all have our ego, like, look what I achieved. I'm a cool kid. I make X amount of money. And it was just bull, right? And when I let it go, the freedom of that, of like, wow, what is that? That's cool. I love that I could do that or help or whatever. But the essence of me, unchanging, is what I belong to. I belong to the love inside and the God that has created that in me. And so I am a Mrs. Potts. I get to run a weekly call in the Diamond Beauties, and I give that to them. I bring a lot of witness consciousness. I bring a lot of, we start with celebrations because I don't think women celebrate enough. And then I do a really channeled guided meditation, and it's all designed to just bring out the love, the magic, the magnificence, and just, we need to be witnessed. And so there's a lot of just witnessing. And I'll be like, do you remember 3 months ago, you couldn't do that, and now you can. Yeah. So it's shocking to me. And I'm not calling it me or my group. It's the container of all the groups and all the love. Like, I have women literally that have been there 3-6 months, and I'm like, you're different. You are changed. You have more resources. Oh my, you're stronger. You're more certain. So it's really cool week by week to see what happens, who shows up.
So I'm quickly going to tell about Mrs. Spots. So Giovanna was our first original Saturday Mrs. Spots, and then Portia took over from her, and we don't have any more weekend Mrs. Spots. So my beautiful viewers, if you don't know, I'm sure you know Beauty and the Beast, Mrs. Spots. She's a beautiful housekeeper, wants to make sure everybody is happy, and she looked after her boy Chip. Now, Mrs. Spots is in our group. We've got 15. Giovanna, we've got 15 Mrs. Spots now. From New Zealand till New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, Canada, and USA. And God gave me a dream, and I told beautiful Therese, 5 for 5 for 25. And I said to God, I don't know what that means. I didn't know it was God's voice. The voice said, 5 for 5, 25. And I went like this. I said, what does that mean? 5 for 5, 25. And all of a sudden, Elvis Presley's song, Return to Sender. And that was my original song where it came about, the Mrs. Spots. I said to God in my dream, okay, I understand. You want to have 5 ladies, 5 ladies per day, 5 times a week. That means it's 25 ladies for 2025. And I didn't see him standing up. I just heard a chair goes, when somebody moves the chair back, and I got a standing ovation. And I said, oh, I'm so happy. I could understand what you want me to do. And I woke up the next morning, and I said to my husband, is it Sanet, really? Really? I said, don't. But ladies, I am going to ask you something now. So thank you, my beautiful Giovanna, for being one of our first Mrs. Spots, and my beautiful Therese, thank you for being our current Mrs. Spots. The ladies love your sessions. Love your sessions. So thank you so much. So I'm going to use the paparazzi pen. I want to ask you, is there somebody or something that somebody said to you that if you now think in hindsight with your business or the way that you are, how ridiculous. But I want to go first so that you can see my example. Is that okay with you? So when I start my company's name, it's Self-Love Ignites Me. And my husband said, Sanet, that's such a stupid name. I said, no. I got my voice, Laura. I got my voice. So I said, no. I had to learn to love myself unconditionally. And self-love ignites me spells slim. I have slimmed down because I didn't show the viewers out there, but I lost 165 pounds. I slimmed down. You can see now. And my Afrikaans word for wisdom is slim. It's the same spelling, slim. And he looked at me like, I said, oh, okay, you can keep it. I said, thank you for giving me permission to keep it. I would have kept it anyway. Thank you. Okay, I will give myself a paparazzi. Ooh.
Bravo.
So, Therese, somebody said something for you that you say, no, I don't agree.
I had a family member tell me that I should get a job in the post office.
No way.
I don't talk to that family member today. I'm not a postal worker.
So can we do a paparazzi for you?
Thank you, Larry.
Oh, thank you. And you, my beautiful Giovanna? Okay,
You're on mute.
When I went down the path of writing my book, the name Rainbow came to mind. And I was told, no, don't use rainbow because that's already designated for the LGBT community. And I'm like, no, rainbow doesn't have to be just that. For me, rainbow is you go through life with adversity and there's always a rainbow at the end of that adversity, right? So as you know, rainbow is R for reconnect to your authentic self, A is for awareness, I is for imagination, N is for nurture, B is for beliefs, O is for being optimistic, and W is for wins. So, and celebrating you. So I stuck to that, and I'm spreading the word, right? Because we know that at the end, there's always a rainbow, always.
That's so beautiful. Are you ready for paparazzi?
Go for it. Thank you.
Thank you. My beautiful Laura, and for you?
Yeah, I don't have anything, let's say, that was challenging, like where I hit a hard wall or a hard stop. But there was a theme for a very long time in my life, and it was write the book. My mother and my brother especially, and it was just like a drumbeat, consistent drumbeat. And everywhere I would go, and I'm not exaggerating, for probably 5 years straight, it was just the universe, right? Giving you that nudge. Write the book. You should write a book. Have you ever written a book? You should think about writing a book. And right, so one day I just decided, as Sanet knows, I suspended the doubt. I wrote a book, and it changed my life and many others. So I think just do what you know is calling you. Don't let anyone get in your way, and just go for it. Dream big, create bigger, and have fun doing it. And don't let anybody tell you to work in the post office unless you want to.
I love it. My beautiful Laura, are you ready for paparazzi?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I actually watched this. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I watched Walt Disney's bio, a documentary on his life, and it was quite inspirational. And he also believed. Nobody believed what he could have done, because he started in 1928 was his first big break, and 28 films. And how amazing he just keep on. So I loved it. My beautiful Dana, can you tell us what, so that I can use this beautiful pen Giovanna gave me?
I've had so many undertones of family and friends who just didn't believe what I was going to do, and it didn't matter to me. And 25 years ago, when I went out first dating, which is how I met and married and discovered my late husband, I read all the darn books for dating. I read the Mars and the Rules and all the books, and there was something missing for me, so I began to write my own book. This is back in 2004. I started writing this book, Dating It's Not Personal, because I discovered that dating is not personal. There have been so many times in my life where I just don't listen to the naysayers. I mean, I'm a Legal Shield representative here in the U.S., and I can't tell you how many times, Teresa, a family member here or there would say, would you just get a job?
Yeah. A regular job.
Like, no, like, I don't know. Like, well, what are you going to do for money after my husband died? And I said, well, I'm going to get a roommate. Why, you don't think you should get a job? No, I'll get 2 roommates if I need. Like, I just had a different way. I'm just dancing to a different beat. And that's okay. I mean, I could go on with stories about that stuff, but it's fun to stand in your own power and understanding. The understanding we sit in, ladies, is where we are at. I am obsessed with assisting. Now, I'm talking about dating for middle-aged women for 25 years. I'm only now creating a YouTube channel to actually, and a digital dating course to make it happen, but nothing is stopping me, like zero. Like, I'm just every day, one foot in front of the other, we're just going to keep doing this. So here we are.
Well, are you ready? I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful ladies. So, my beautiful Therese, I am going to come to you. Can you tell us how you serving not only the Diamond Beauties, but so many mostly ladies, but people around the world?
How I'm serving, how I work, or what do I have, like offer? What do you mean? Clarify that.
Yeah, how are you serving? What are you doing to help others?
Yeah. Well, this is cute. I'm not really attending the church any longer, but I still run the women's group at my church, and many of them are in their 70s and 80s, and they're faith warriors. They're warriors. Once a month, I run a group, and I'm like, y'all are rocking it. They have cancer, they're sick, and they're like, God's in charge. And I'm like, ah. So I do that once a month. So that's my personal life. My business, I run a monthly, what's it called? It's the worst title in the world, but it's a perfect title. I can't remember. Like, from a copywriting perspective, it's like 17 words long. It's called I remember it. Soulfully Aligned Business Expansion Experience. All the copywriters in the room are just rolling their eyeballs here, but I'm all about expansion, right? And I know that everything I teach and everything I want for you is it must be soulfully aligned. Don't follow blueprints. Don't just follow somebody's guidance. So once a month, I do a free call from my community. I'm right now recording. It's called the Business Reinvention Summit. So that's going to be launching in October. And then I just have fun on the weekends with my sexy boyfriend, and I serve me, and I serve, it's all about joy. And so I really try to model as well restoration and joy, because I've been the opposite. I've been the workaholic. So I try to serve women by showing you can have the good. You can have like hot, sexy, younger boyfriend, wah, wah, right? And take great care of yourself. So.
Oh, I love that. And I love that you start your Mrs. Spots with a meditation. So you do quite a lot of meditations?
It's really weird. I just trust guidance. I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying, blah, 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 right? And so I'll just sit and say, okay, let's just breathe. And it's magnificent that I've got that gift. Actually, I'm an insight timer meditation teacher. So follow
That's what I want to mention.
Right. I forgot about that. Right.
Now, please tell them that. I wanted to mention that.
Sanet, it's been so magical because, with marketing in our business, if somebody emails and says, hey, thank you, I love that email, we know there's a two-way conversation, but so much of it is just throwing stuff out. And insight timer, there's no way to really see who's, unless they leave a review. So that it's really a one way. I just put the meditation out there. But lately I've been getting reviews a lot, but like somebody from Dublin or Ireland will write and say, I literally listen to your meditations every day. You don't know the work you're doing to help us. I was like, what? I had somebody from Scotland reach out to me and say, I have a playlist I literally listen to every day. Could you record a customized meditation for my business? And I'm like, what? Okay. So it's really like, you never know. And this is the message. You never know who you are touching. You never know what I'll say. I'm an answer to somebody's prayer as you are. That's why we have to show up and shine. And so you never know when you put the work out there, because we often don't hear anything about it, right? So like you talked about, Donna, just give. And it's so cool sometimes to get those listeners and my meditating students that are like, oh my God, thank you. So it's really fun.
Wow. This is what I want to say, my beautiful viewers and my beautiful guests. If you would love to be inspired by beautiful Therese's meditation and her voice, please go to Insight Timer. It is heavenly. I can tell you that. Heavenly. My beautiful Giovanna, can you tell us how you serving the world?
Absolutely. So I do it individually, one-on-one coaching. And I also have the TV show where I bring people on to really have them shine their light onto the world. You know, it's all about knowing the gifts that we have. So helping people really hone in on their gifts so that they can feel confident, right? It's all about feeling confident, feeling and knowing and belonging. And this is what I love to do that, because we're so conditioned from the past, and you know, we don't see our future, and helping people identify their purpose, why they're here, and their gifts and their passion, and connect with that. That to me, I know I'm fulfilling my job, and my purpose is helping people find their purpose. And I do it in many different ways, one-on-one coaching, in group coaching, or just bringing on the TV show, right? We got, here it is, Think and Grow Rich. Thank you so much. It's, you know, coaching them to understand that we have everything we need inside of us. All they need is a formula. And this is a proven formula for over 100 years. And it's tapping into the infinite intelligence that we have within us to really help us move our life in a direction that we want, not from what others say. So thank you so much, Sanet. But it's helping people to shine, right, and find their purpose. That way they're not lost.
I love that. You are also our Napoleon Hill expert in our amazing group. So thank you so much for all the reminders, for all the posts, and then also for sharing your beautiful shows so that the ladies in the group can be inspired not only by you, but your amazing guests. And you have quite a lot of ladies that you have already put on the show as well as guests. So thank you so much for doing that.
Of course. Thank you.
So my beautiful Laura, how are you serving the world?
Well, Sanet knows a lot about this. I don't like to talk about this, even though I have one of those personalities. But for me, it is really, again, showing up full on energy, whether I'm on a podcast or a speaking engagement, virtually or in person. I always get the same feedback. It's infectious. The energy, because I do believe in that, the tuning into that universal current, which I believe is our birthright, to tap into that brilliant genius part of every human being. And for me, it is about the way that we think about thoughts, and then how that kind of settles into the body, the feelings and the sensations, and then what we put out. So in the science of empowerment, we have a phenomenal formula. When you talk about formulas, it's not quite 100 years old, but my brother's a former USA Olympic coach, and we've been using this formula and applying this formula in our family. And then he happened to bring it out into the coaching industry, athletic wise. And then I happened to have very organically fallen into it. I wrote the book, never even thought about coaching, speaking, none of it. I just do this all the time. It's just a natural extension. I do not script anything. I do not think until the moment the question is there. I really believe in that very raw, organic, authentic part of me that knows exactly what to say at the right time. And it's because energy is in everything. And I am an energy being. And so for me, when you apply the very simplistic J3 = E, I train kids from 6 years old to 75 as my oldest client. It works for everyone. And it really is about not throwing the word empowerment around, but understanding how truly powerful You really are. And whether you do it through transformational work or through dating or through business or through creating a global community, this is a pure example of what happens when we tune into that brilliance. We come together, we elevate together, which really for me ignites our own evolution. And so that's what I do. I help people figure out how to ignite that part of their being that is really came into the physicality in order to know itself.
And you have a way to explain difficult stuff easy. Difficult, especially difficult stuff, easy. We had a guest with you on a show, and afterwards she messaged me. She said, Sanet, I'm starstruck. My idol or my hero, Laura, I was with my Laura on a show, and I feel now so I cannot remember what was the word. I feel so not spectacular. It was so remarkable, she said. I said, but just remember, Laura is spectacular in her way, and you are spectacular in your way. So
if I may just say real quick, and this is the beauty of what I am trying to convey, what you feel when you and I are connecting is the reflective mechanism back to you. It is you tuning in and aligning with that magnificent part of you. I just maybe hold the space for it. It has nothing to do with me. There's nothing about me in my book. It is so that the reader knows this is me, my power, my journey, my discovery of myself. So thank you for bringing that up. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. So my beautiful Dana, you are in. Can you please tell us how you serving the world, please, my beautiful one?
I can't not serve the world. I can't not serve the women in the world. Love is too grand, and I can't not express enough how many, and I'm going to say single soul searching professional women over 40. That's my demographics, right? I'm a single soul searching woman over 40. So that's my demographics. I cannot express to you what happens in my heart when I run into women, and I run into them all the time. It could be at the store, the grocery store, you're buying tile for the house. And of course, you know, Jeff, he's all about me, right? So he's like, my wife's an international bestseller. You know, he starts telling me about my book, the dating. Every single woman, almost without fail, if they're single and they're over 40, they have this idea, this story going on that says, number one, I'm fine. I'm happy all by myself. Or I don't want to lose myself. I know I don't have to, but that's been my experience. So my methodology at the moment is me getting this YouTube channel up so people will have unlimited access to my knowledge, my wisdom, my understanding, my experiences in ways that they can receive it, because, you know, YouTube is like, I don't know, the number 2 search engine, clearly becoming quickly very number 1. I don't know. That's my opinion. And I want them to understand that you can be all those things and enjoy love. Like, why is it one or the other? Why do you think you're going to lose yourself? You know, I'm a really strong, independent woman. And I'll tell you right now, I am stronger and more independent with Jeff by my side. He's the wind. He puts wind under my wings that keeps me going. And you know what? I do the same for him. Mm-hmm. So yes, I'm obsessed with helping couples reignite their intimacy. Intimacy is a major factor, and helping women understand how to go out and date. Jeff calls me the pre-dating coach. So I'm putting together, and this is, I feel like I'm moving too slow, but I go, no, every divine timing, because I'm laying it out in a way that people will grab, understand. I want them to want women to really understand. Yes, you should love yourself. Absolutely, you should be okay with yourself. The worst time to go out dating is when you feel like shit. Can I say that? Can I say that? Did we have to beat me?
No, you didn't say that.
When you feel bad about yourself, that is not the time to go out and date. So when you're feeling great about yourself, that's the time to go out and meet people you don't know yet. That's the time to connect. And so, you know, I have a whole formula because I found love not once, but twice. So I will be focusing on YouTube and yes, the other platforms as well, but I'm really working on my blueprint to get it out there in a way that it be well received for my single soul searching women over 40.
Beautiful.
Wow, beautiful. I love it. So my beautiful ladies, our show is up. Can you believe our hour is almost done? So I just wanted to say thank you so much. Especially, I wanted to just highlight for Therese, for Mrs. Spots. Thank you for coming every week and being an amazing host on a Thursday. And we've got 3 Mrs. Spots on a Thursday. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for giving the ladies something else to think of. And not only that, thank you for celebrating the ladies, because that is a very big thing. I try to do as much celebration. If I see, I will tell the ladies, please post in the Diamond Beauties, let us celebrate together. Or sometimes if they don't, I go and search for their post and go and share it myself, because they don't want to. One lady said, I don't want to brag. No, you don't brag. You wanted to do a book for 5 years. You have your book. Please share it in the Diamond Beauties. Yes, I did lose quite a lot of ladies the last month. I think 7 or 8, because I keep on posting their products and services. I decline it before it comes to all of you, because that is not what the group is all about. I have give all of them messages to say, please don't do that. Please have a coffee chat with me. So I have suspend a few of the ladies, because the thing is, this is not the group that everybody can just dump stuff on. You need to serve with love. So my beautiful ladies, I want to say thank you so much for loving me. I love all of you, and thank you for helping me to uplift and show the ladies that are worth it. Worth it. I done coffee chat number 517 on Thursday last week. I'm not gonna have coffee chats this week. And 95% of women out there that I had a coffee chat said they were lonely, even in a marriage. So I know that our group share that belonging, and that coming year, you are right here where you belong, and you are worthy to speak up, to be seen, and also to celebrate. So thank you all for helping me. So my beautiful ladies, will you have a dance with me?
Absolutely.
Thank you. My beautiful viewers, will you have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Here we go. Wonderful.
I know. I love her shades.
Photo ladies.
Go.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling as a moonbeam, swimming in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust.
Bye.